Hi, it's Brian here. I had a subscriber ask me to look at this coin. I think it's called ANKR. The code is ANKR. So I've had a look at the coin. It's got very high and low opening day there. You can see this wick here is price has stayed within that and then moved down and consolidated for a long period of time. And then more recently, you've had that consolidation has been between that support and resistance level, and then you had a push outside of that up to resistance, and then didn't quite get to resistance there, cycled back to support, and then tested resistance there, made a series of wicks and retraced. The retrace has been I guess deep if you were expecting it to get to this level of support. There's air here, and that's kind of you've got your second leg off there, which has been very strong and a very big volume spike. So it looks good long term. That price is stalled here at these highs. So the thing that worries me is that these very large wicks here are likely to offer resistance for a while. So as this wick here, as prices come into that, it's matched it to the tick, but it's sold right off, which is what you expect on a substantial wick like that. You don't, when you see a substantial wick, I don't expect the next price bar to just pound out of that. If it does wash it, most of the time, vast majority of times, will come back inside like that has. So my question here is, you've got two legs up. The retraces seem to be quite deep. If this is a leg up, that retrace is more than 50%. And this has come, from resistance through support. So the question is, well, sorry, my expectation is to see another leg up. You've got two legs up, and this is strong. You've got big volume spikes. So I would expect a second push eventually. I wouldn't buy it here. So I would, if I was looking to get into this, I would mark areas of interest. So this wick here would be an area of interest. There's probably air here, unfilled price action. And then you've got the previous high and support. So I would be looking for substantial buying down here. And again, retraces look like this. They don't look like, the next bar down, a wash of this pivot or a test of this wick, and then prices away on the next bar. What you're going to see is you're going to see like support off of that and price come up and then this resistance. And so you want to wait. It's going to take quite a while for price to retrace, like this. Expect something like this. So, expect price to come down, and it'll push away on you, and you'll think, oh, I need to get in, and it'll come up here into this wick, and it's going to retrace again and test these lows. But you expect that's what I'd want to see before I started buying, and that I'd want it to be long enough where I could frame up the price action. So don't expect that. If you think that's happening and you buy it here, you're gonna get squeezed, most likely. You want something that looks like this. This wick is gonna offer resistance for a long time. So basically, to summate what I'm saying is, long term, yeah, I like the coin, but short term, you know, and again, you're looking at probably 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe, just to get an idea of what's happening here. So if you're not in this coin, I just watch it for a while. You know, have an expectation like that, watch it. So, you know, if I get to here or here and I get a big wick, you know, a big push down and a big rejection of that, that's what I'm looking for. So, you know, on this one, for example, you didn't get that wick. You had air here, and then you had, you know, not substantial buying. This bar would have interested me. This bar, probably the last chance to get long here, and so the break of that bar would likely have been your long. You know, this looked like it was moving up. So, but again, you know, from your first selling bar, you're 2 weeks deep, and you might have been like, oh, here it goes, and you're getting long here, and guess what? You get squeezed. So don't get suckered into that, because you've got, this is going to act as resistance for quite a while. It's going to take something like this and a strong push out and a retrace to overcome this. So, and you also might see the price go quite deep into this wick, right? But expect that. So that's, you know, that's what you don't want to get fooled into buying. So long term, I like it, but you can afford to be in other stuff that's going up while it's doing the retrace. So I would just watch that over the next couple of weeks, and just, you know, have that sort of expectation and see how the price action paints in. And then you know, if you see price later on down here, by all means send me an email and I'll have another look at it again. This weekend I'll have to go back and see where this is in the, this is probably not a large cap crypto, which is, it won't be in my broader watch list. Most likely I'll have to look, but I mean, this overall action is kind of what I'm looking for. This is definitely uptrending relative to Bitcoin. It's just this retrace with those wicks is going to take a while to play out. So I hope that's helpful. Please let me know if you need anything else. Thank you.